Yes, sir.
I want to appreciate you. Thank you for giving me this time real quick.
Yes, sir.
This is John Life. John Life is Real Series. General Muti Ajamu-Osagboro.
Okay.
Excellent debate, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent debate. Just get a little louder. Drop more statistics. Question. I noticed that your opponent, when he talked about statistics, anytime the statistics supported the work that you've done over the last 8 years, he just poo-pooed the statistics. But he kept trying to rely on statistics to make his point. What do you have to say to that?
You know, I think it's pretty obvious to people who have followed this that our track record speaks for itself, that the numbers say what we say, and that I'm up against an opponent who will pretty much say anything. So we'll just see how it all develops.
Also, question. What do you say about somebody who's promising in an election season to do X, Y, Z, but when you look at their track record, you don't see their desire to do that when they actually had the opportunity to do it?
I say words are cheap. You got to look at somebody's life's work and see what they've actually done.
And all the time will tell, right?
I mean, that's just the reality. It's easy to say stuff, but we have walked the hard path, and we've been doing it for a long time. We were doing it even before we were in office. So I would say look at their life's work, see whether their words match what they're doing.
Okay. Last question.
Yes, sir.
You can always do better. All of us can. None of us perfect. But there are situations in our city that need to be addressed, such as the prosecution of people who are stealing homes, stealing land, and stealing property.
I think I saw one of them here tonight, but we ain't getting personal.
But we got to put them on blast.
About elected officials.
We got to put them on blast. No, seriously.
We got to expose them.
The DOJ has been running down on various entities who are stealing homes and property in the city of Philadelphia, big corporations and whatnot, taking the small guy, elbowing him, taking his property. What is your position on that, and are you willing to prosecute those type of cases?
I hate house thieves. We have been more vigorous about prosecuting house thieves than any other administration. We try to do it all the time, and we intend to keep going at it. I would like, though, to get beyond the individual who takes 2 or 3 houses. I would like to get to the people they're giving the houses to, because we all know what's really going on.
So you're saying that it's systemic?
I'm saying that I am concerned that there are big-time real estate developers who know pretty well that some of these houses are stolen, but they're going to take them if they can get a clean piece of paper. And, you know, the reality is it makes it harder to catch them, but whatever I can do to catch them, I want to do.
One last question.
Yeah.
You mentioned Mayor Sherelle Parker's creating the safety commission. I've publicly spoke out against that, and I publicly said that that's the job of the police department, that's the job of the prosecution and others. So what are you saying, or what is your take on the fact that she created this safety, and many people would disagree with it simply because law enforcement, that's the job of law enforcement to row that home?
Well, my recollection is the public safety director was created by city council, and it was created by city council before she was in.
That's correct.
She selected the person to fill that role. But, you know, I don't want to say nothing good will come of it. I hope something good comes of it. But people do need to understand, we don't need to have a whole lot of duplicative copying of efforts that are already there. We just need to fund what we have in ways so that I can work on cold cases where the guilty person got away, so I can work on innocent people in jail, so I can work on more safety, and I can work on more freedom. And I feel like that would be a really good investment of that money.
You asked this question, you brought it up. You said that when you first got the job, you was the district attorney and you did the things that district attorneys do. Then you said you realized there's an additional title for that, and that's defender or democracy advocate. Break that down for us. The people on the street want to know. These brothers here, we on the streets everywhere in the city, boots on the ground. And the work that you talk about people doing, we do it at all the time. So break it down for us what defender of or democracy advocate means to you.
It means your vote needs to be protected. It means people shouldn't be stealing your vote. It means that we need to preserve the Constitution, the laws that are protecting us. You know, I mean, it is shocking to me that we are even in this position where you have to ask me that question. But we're at the point where the reason my name is in the mouth of Donald Trump and that insurrectionist Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz and all these other nuts, the reason my mouth is in their face my name is in their mouth, is that Alvin Bragg stood up to him. He's getting beat down. I stood up to him. Other DAs around the country stood up to them, and the law is not their friend. I mean, the truth is Donald Trump has been a criminal his whole life. He's been a white-collar criminal. He assaults women. He engages in tax fraud. He steals from people, and now he's got the ultimate opportunity to steal everything from everybody with his billionaire friends. We need to stand up to that, and that means that DAs have become democracy advocates. I want you to know something very important. I hope you people hear this, okay? There's all this talk about how Trump is going to pardon Derek Chauvin, okay, who killed George Floyd. He can't. He can't. I want to make sure you understand that. There is a state court conviction of Derek Chauvin he can't touch, and it's going to keep Derek Chauvin in jail for a quarter of a century. There's also a federal conviction, but that doesn't really matter because he's already in there. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people in the cities to engage in unrest so they can bring in the military. So everybody get it straight. When I convict somebody, Donald Trump cannot pardon that person. When they convicted Derek Chauvin in state court, Donald Trump cannot pardon that person. And let me tell you how you know this. Donald Trump got convicted of 34 felonies in New York State court. Is he pardoned?
Nope.
He's not, because he cannot pardon a state court conviction. Don't go for the bait. If they keep talking about how they're going to pardon Derek Chauvin ain't getting out of jail before he dies, okay? That's the truth. He can't do it, but he does want the cities to erupt because he wants them to believe he can do it.
All right, but
what do you be smart about?
What do you say? What do you say of the righteous Larry Krasner supporters on the street that say it's FIFO season?
I would say it's FIFO season.
This is General Muti Ajamu-Osagboro. John, life is real serious. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you. It's
Hotel,
my pleasure.
stay focused, be vigilant.
One of the best interviews I've had in a while.